Hi, today we're looking to convert a Notion form into PDF files, and for this demonstration, we have got a drywall contract form. So this is basically a contract form which a user can fill in, and once they click on submit button, the responses will get captured onto the database on the Notion database. Okay, so once the user clicks on submit button, the responses will go to the responses side of the database over here, and I have already created two dummy submissions out of the particular form. I'm looking to create a PDF file whenever a new submission comes up on this particular form, completely in automation. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me generate PDF files on automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. So my Google document will be my template file where I'll be creating the document, and my Notion database will serve as the database that we have over here, which will hold all the properties. We can use this particular setup to create anything such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations for our business, which we can use on a day-to-day basis. Let's click on create PDF and let me quickly continue with my Google account, and then I will show you how the automation will work. You can choose your account from the list of the options available, and then we will proceed with the automation steps. Once you log in, you will need to add the Notion database at first. So we will need to simply connect the database inside PDF output dashboard. After that, we need to add the document, which will be a template file. So whatever document you have on your drive, or you can create a new document, we need to connect that. And then we can map all the properties of the database one by one onto the document, which will be used for the automation. And then we can create PDFs forever. Let's click on add Notion database and let us connect the database at first. So let me copy this database title that we have over here. So let me copy the entire title. Let me go back to the selection screen, and here you will be able to click on select pages and put the database title inside the search pages field. Okay. Once you do that, you will be able to see the particular form appear over here. So we can see the Drywall contract form visible over here, and then you can click on allow access to get access to the particular form. Before that, I want to highlight two things. First of all, whenever you are adding a database, always enter the database inside the search pages to be able to add it. Do not add the database by selecting these top level pages that you see over here, because if you do that, the databases that will be added will not appear correctly and your experience will not be smooth. So always enter the database inside the search pages to add it. Okay. Alongside this, if your database contains any relation properties, so let's say the Drywall contract form is connected with database A and database B, you also need to add database A and database B over here, which will hold the relationship values. If you do that, then only the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller values intact, and the file will be created with proper completion of all the relation and roller values. Okay. Otherwise, the relation and roller properties will not appear in the PDF file created. Having considered all of this, let's click on allow access, and now we will get access to the Drywall contract form, which we can use for the automation steps. So if you click on the drop down, you should be able to see the particular database appear over here. If it is not visible, simply click on reload database and just wait for a few seconds. It will automatically load. Sometimes it takes a while to load the database. So if it is not appearing, you can simply refresh the page, or you can reload the database so as to create the PDF files, so as to see the database that will appear over here. Click on the Drywall contract form, and now if you scroll down, you should see all the properties of the Drywall contract form load up over here, one below the other. Okay. So let's wait for a few seconds, and you can see all the properties of Drywall contract form visible over here. And if you see the database, all the properties that you see inside this particular form is already visible inside PDF output dashboard. It also has created these two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. If I mark any record as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those specific records, and it will be saved right inside this PDF file column for us. Okay. So now let's add the document. So let's click on add Google document. If you already have a Drywall contract form document available on your drive, you can click on existing document, and you can choose from the list of the available documents that you already have on your drive. Okay. I do not have any document available, so I will simply click on add demo document, and it will create me a demo file with all the properties automatically mapped inside the document. So let me remove the part which I do not need from here, and you can see it has created me these placeholders with all the values automatically added. Okay, so all these fields that you see are automatically added, and all the properties are automatically tagged. So we have contractor and client information, which it is fetching from here. Similarly, we have payment terms, which is fetching from here, and so on for all the other fields. Okay, if you want to manually add any properties, simply click on copy. So let's say I want to add receipt by, click on copy and go to the document, and simply use Control V or Command V. Okay, so you can use the keyboard shortcut Control V or Command V, This will paste the property onto the document live. Okay, so you can copy paste all the properties of the database onto the document live wherever you want it to map it. Okay, I do not need these mappings as all my mappings are already done for me and everything is automatically added for me inside this document. I will need to select the PDF file name. So I want to create the PDF file as per the received by field that we have over here. So I will simply select received by from the drop down, and my files will be created as per the naming convention that we have in the received by field. So this is all set up. Let's click on download PDF, and now my PDF file will be downloaded onto my downloads directory, as well as it will be saved right inside the database. Okay, so you can see the first file is already out, and now it will also be created inside this database for me. So you can see the first file is created. Let me click on this and it will open up the document which I can see from here. So you can see all the placeholders are automatically added with all the mappings from the database created over here. And let me see the first record which it has created. This one also has all the mappings in place. So we just created two documents from scratch, and two of the documents have all the mappings in place from the database. This process helps you automate everything entirely right inside the Notion database. The best part is once all things work correctly, click on setup Notion automation, and now you can automate the process of creating PDFs forever. This means whenever a new submission comes up, like even the user clicks on submit and the responses come up over here, you simply need to mark it as ready to generate, and the PDF will be created right inside the database over here. Okay, so whenever you click on setup Notion automation, you do not need to come to PDF output and set up everything from scratch, as everything happens right inside the database. So when a new user clicks on submit over here and the response comes up over here, you simply need to turn it to ready to generate, and the PDF will automatically be created over here inside the database. This is how simple and convenient it is to use PDF output, and this makes the automation truly seamless, as everything happens right inside the database. Okay, you do not need to set up anything ever again inside PDF output and do all this manual process to create PDFs. Everything happens inside the database once you click on setup Notion automation. I hope you understood the point. If you still have questions, just use the chat bubble and send me a message with your queries on this. I'll be able to address it as soon as I receive it. Or else you have the contact button at the bottom of the home page where you can send me a message through an email with whatever issues you are having. You can even book a free demo session with whatever requirement you have, and I'll be able to address everything and guide you through step by step